Anyway, I went and I got the Pfizer vaccine the next day and at the drive-through. And the drive-through is scheduling the appointments wrong. They're scheduling everyone 4 weeks out for the Pfizer. And so was Walgreens. And when the CDC contacted Walgreens last week and said, fix it, schedule the Pfizer people at 3 weeks, 21 days, which Walgreens fixed it, I guess the CDC never said anything to OHSU because they say it's easier to just schedule everything out at 4 weeks. But I'm trying to get a Pfizer vaccine at 3 weeks, but everyone becomes eligible next Monday, and it's going to be hard to get a Pfizer vaccine for next Friday because both Walgreens and one other site I checked that did have appointments said, come back later. You're not eligible to schedule the second dose yet. So Walgreens told me to come back on the 22nd, and the other website, what was it that I was looking at? Maybe it was Fred Meyer said you're not eligible to schedule yet. But one place I didn't hit send. I just went back and said, well, if it was a first dose, are there appointments available? And there were. So, and Walgreens is good to check at 4 in the morning. Although they did send me an email when there were appointments open the other day. Um, and I don't think that was at 4 in the morning. But so what else did I not say at the check-in? That I went over to Lois's on Easter and rode 7 forms of public transit. That was because I got on the Max the wrong way, and I had to go one stop and come back, so that counts as 2, and then there was where I was gonna have to walk, like, not that far, but there was a bus that I don't know how often it runs across, and it was right there, so I took that bus. But I had on 2 masks, a KN95 and a surgical mask and a face shield, and that bus on 82nd was borderline too crowded for a pandemic, and there were strollers on there, and I ended up sitting, there was nowhere to move to, within 3 feet, right next to a baby in a stroller. And I did some research, and yes, even though children are less likely to have severe cases of COVID, like the question is, can a baby spread COVID? They said the baby's more likely to get COVID from someone than spread it. But that was over a week ago, and I did have, like I said, 2 masks and a KN95 surgical mask and a face shield. And so I think I'm okay. Um but also because I had lack of sleep those 3 days, because I had to set the alarms on my phone to wake up because I don't always hear my alarm that rings. And so it's not reliable to wake up with that. I had to get up Thursday for the mammogram, Friday for the vaccine, Sunday for Easter. And like even Friday, I just want to get out of bed, get the vaccine, and get back in bed. But I didn't. I went over and had food outside near the river near Salty's with my friend who bought me. Elena bought food, and we sat out there and ate it because there was no the outdoor seating was full at Salty's. But um and I actually went over to her house and saw her new house and went inside and sat outside and ate some strawberries. And um that was the first time I was in Elena's car or in her house since March of last year. So anyway, like, why did I go on that hour call and not say anything? Like, I don't know. It seemed like everyone there was older than me, which is unusual for me because usually I'm the oldest person, even though I'm older than people think I am. But I think I wondered if I was the youngest person there. And I also can, like, they have a rule of no interrupting in that one. And so, like, um, so I typed what I wanted in the chat, but did I actually check in and say any of these things? No, I didn't. Oh, and I got really sick, the I'm gonna die in my bathroom stomach issue, like 2 days and 3 days after the vaccine. But was it from the vaccine or was it from having to get up 3 days in a row and all that stress and lack of sleep and eating dairy, even though I took a lactase enzyme? If I get that happens 2 days after the second dose, I'll tell you that it's definitely from the vaccine. But right now, it might not have had anything to do with it. The only symptom I had for sure from the vaccine was a little bit of a sore arm that I just massaged a little. That was it. Um, Although I did look it up, and Pfizer can cause diarrhea and Moderna can cause nausea, and it can start within a week and it can last 1 to 3 days. So was it? I don't usually have that problem 2 days in a row, but that was also an excessive amount of stress. I thought they were going to tell me I had breast cancer, and I said I'd rather know than put it off any longer because I was having symptoms. And even if they said everything's fine, I still get dizzy on a regular basis, and I still have nights when I can't sleep. I still have swelling in my ankles. I need to work on, like, exercising and circulation and moving my chi, because taking my supplements, including magnesium, because having toxins sit in your body is a breast cancer risk. It is Tuesday, so I need to take my high dose vitamin D. But anyway, I said that you guys and gals could listen to the Never Settle premiere with me. So let me turn that on. All right, Wolf Wolf's on the computer. He'll there. Wolf Wolf's right there. Let me turn it on. And I need to set up my air conditioner. It's 72 degrees and 22% humidity, but I feel like I need to set it up. All right. And also the band announced they were going to do something like in person playing Louie Louie, but they said they're not. They may do something on Zoom, or they're not. The One More Time Round Again marching band is not performing this year. All right, let me see if I can get this to open. And Facebook, it's on Facebook, the Never Settle Network. It's on LinkedIn, it's on YouTube. It premieres at 4 o'clock on Thursdays. But like I said, you may not have heard me since no one was here then. I had a Zoom call that was not recorded, so I did that and came on here. Okay. How is it saying that Harvard Journal is live now? Oh, that's me with this broadcast. Sorry. Because the title says Never Settle Network. All right, let me find the premiere. Never Settle was live. I am an ambassador for the Never Settle show. And wait, let me go back. Let me turn the sound on. Wait, wait, stop. Nam just came on Instagram from Japan. Let's see what he's doing. He's there for the World Team Trophy. Yesterday, they were just hanging out because they're not allowed to go anywhere except for the hotel and the rink. So let's see wait, I don't want Rael Andrews at the moment. I wanted to see Nam, and I'm going to move Wolf because he's on top of there's the live feed. Let's see if I can get it to 22 hours ago. No, we don't want that. We want live. So do I have to just go to Instagram? Let me see if I can. How do I get? Oh, I'm going to go to Instagram home and see if I can. Okay. It says Black China is live and Kathy, but I thought Nam was live. I just saw it. Was that an old notification from yesterday? All right. Because I don't see Nam live. All right. Never mind. That was probably just my notifications on my computer. Because if Nam was live again, I missed it. Who's Kathy, though? Who's Katy? Is that Katy Perry? Let's see who that is.
And draw it and show them like exactly what I was envisioning, because I wanted that.
Is that Katy Perry?
Experience, you know? And I wanted this to be like a beautiful jewel that was sitting on.
Let me see.
You know, on your.
I'll show you in a second.
I mean, I can put my rings in it if I'm ever. You know.
It is Katy Perry. All right, I'll show you.
Doing this live, I'll never go dry from my turmeric moisturizer.
She's talking to Miranda Kerr.
When I was using this, I was thinking about earlier, and they were nourishing, glowing, hydrating, brightening. I mean, it feels like I drank, 10 bottles of water, or we'll have one of those jugs that like, you can do it, all the different lines. Yeah, you're drinking, like you show up at work and you've got this huge like.
Let's see if I'm featured. You want to see Woof Woof?
Okay, but that's my water goal. Exactly. There you go.
This is my water goals.
And but it definitely helps even look that way on your skin. It looks like you've just been drinking all of the water.
How have you been going with the celery juice?
Good. I love it.
I love it.
So Miranda is.
I am live. I am on the feature list.
In our modern family, she's probably the most health conscious of everyone. Although Orlando is, really, you guys obviously like really love that, and
he's very much into fitness.
Yes, he is. He's an Adonis. and you help encourage Evan, and he helps encourage me. And you're like, it's so funny whenever it's time for Flynn to come over to our house. Flynn will always bring like this amazing like nugget of knowledge on either skincare or food. Like, we stopped eating eggs at our house.
Why?
Yes.
And I was like, eggs.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, thanks. Well, at first, when he came home, he's like, "Oh yeah, I don't really eat eggs. We don't eat eggs at our house." I was like, "Oh shit, another thing. Let's add it to the list."
Yes.
Woo woo, California, like healthcare. And then I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh my god, no more eggs."
Yeah. No.
Tell me.
So Anthony William and his books, The Medical Medium and Cleanse to Heal, really helped me so much in my life, because I got quite sick when I was pregnant with heart, and they do say when you're pregnant, your immune system can be suppressed and certain things can come to the surface. So for me, I got some gastrointestinal issues, and the only thing that helped me was eating this way, eating like really plant-based and pure, and having my celery juice every morning.
I wasn't even following either one of them.
And I studied
But
health.
I got notified.
And, I actually just recently finished a course on Stanford.
That's right.
Online, yeah.
You've got 3 kids, and you're going to college, and you run a massive company. It's very admirable.
Oh, thanks. But the kids are my number one love, as you know.
For sure.
It's
oh my God.
I'll say hello from Portland.
It's the best job. It's the most fulfilling. I mean, I feel like, I got the opportunity to climb every single mountain, especially career-wise, and see those views. And a lot of them I was really grateful for. But there was no feeling when I had my daughter. I mean, that was like all the love that I was ever searching for.
I'm going to take the camera, Wolf, and tell him who's talking.
Wholeness.
Yeah, it's like a heart opener of like all heart openers.
It is. Sometimes you are beloved, and then sometimes people are like, "Nah, I don't like that. Moving on," right? But the love from your children is constant and unconditional, and isn't based on, what you have, what you don't have, what career, what product. And so that's definitely made me feel so full, and to know that there's this unwavering, unconditional love. Nothing is really being asked of me just to be a mother,
Oh,
and
hello.
Naturally.
Here's who's talking right now.
For some milk.
Wait, that's me.
Some cuddles.
Yeah.
And change my diaper.
Yeah. I know. It's the best.
But there's no
Katy Perry and
no
Miranda
like
Kerr.
I'm so glad that I,
and Woof Woof.
didn't keep bulldozing ahead and like disregarding this one. Yeah, like it's amazing to have this opportunity to be a businesswoman, but at 36 and at 35 or 34 when I was like, okay, I'm ready, I'm so glad I made the conscious decision to actually try and do that, because I didn't want to miss out on that opportunity. I'm so glad I didn't miss out on that opportunity.
Yeah.
And like put some like real intention into it, and it's been the best thing. But you know that because you've got 3
boys,
which is crazy.
3 boys of all things.
I know,
it's wild. I
know.
still pinch myself. I feel so lucky to be a mom. It's just the best.
3 viewers.
And also.
And I'm featured. Yesterday I wasn't with 160 something.
1 is 1 and 2 is 100 and 3 is just like.
That makes a lot of sense.
I don't know how you find any time to do anything, and also to always look so beautiful, and like you sleep well and you drink lots of water and blah blah blah. But I do think that this moisturizer is a secret trick of mine now.
Yeah, it is.
And I love it so much. I'm so glad you turned me onto it. And
thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just so glad you love it, and like you have a genuine love and like you're having great results with it, you know, because any other products that I've given you, you've been like, oh, great, amazing, I love them. But this one, you were like, oh my God, let me tell the world. And I was like,
no, I was like, I love your line. That's cool. You know, that's great. Amazing. And then, but I like stopped you in your tracks and I was like, I will do a live with you anytime you want, because this has changed my life or my beauty game, which, you know, I like to present beautifully, and who doesn't appreciate beauty? And so, yeah, I mean, I'm just so glad.
It's it's so fun to create products that can help people in their lives in a healthy way.
Right. And, you know, I went through this huge transformation after having Daisy about what am I putting into my body. And so I went more plant-based. I went like 80-20, besides last weekend when I was just crazy. Because I was with some friends for the first time.
But it happens, and that's good. I think it's good to be able to have that balance, you know?
Yeah, but then got back on track, and I started looking at all of my products and going, what are all these strange words, and what are in my products? What's in my shampoo and my conditioner? Like, isn't your skin like the biggest organism? Like, all of your pores are ingesting all of these chemicals? I don't know.
Yeah.
And so I went through a huge clean out and just like, I'm going to do Cora this, and then all the like the more natural stuff. And that's really helped.
Yeah, it's interesting. When I was 16, my mom got really sick and she had cancer in her spleen. And so we had a whole, like, we just went through everything in our home, looked at everything from, like you said, shampoos, conditioners, like household cleaning products, everything. And there was this little book called The Chemical Maze, and I'm pretty sure it's an Australian guy that wrote it.
Wow.
And we used it as a handbook, and it would explain to you what exactly were the, you know, sometimes there's numbers on the back of packaged goods, what that meant.
The Chemical Maze?
The Chemical Maze, yes.
Wow,
and
that's wild.
It was interesting because, you know, after I'd learned so much after many years of kind of living that way and trying to find more healthy products, I realized there were so many products out there that claimed to be natural that actually weren't, which is why I wanted to be certified, because then it's not taking my word for it. Being certified organic, you have someone who does this on a world certification level that comes in and audits everything that you're doing.
That's great. It's an accountability.
Yeah, you have the transparency, the accountability, tells you everything. And, you know, this is something that we can control. And if you can get the great results on your skin, right, in a healthy way, then why wouldn't you? To me, it was a no-brainer. So I was like, okay.
I had no idea. I mean, that you went through that with your mom. And, I mean, at 16, I mean, it's so funny. Yeah, we went through all of our products from, you get so highly aware when you're having a baby, when you're bringing a baby into the world and, you know, their immune system is developing and you're like, what are we spraying? How are we cleaning? I mean, little babies, sometimes they want, like their skin is so sensitive.
Yes.
That you'll use different detergent or something like that because it's so sensitive that there's a rash.
I need to
Anyone that has a child that's watching that, if you have a rash all over your baby, it's like you are not gonna be sleeping. It's gonna keep you up all night. You're gonna have anxiety, all this stuff. And you know, so I really looked at all of my stuff and made some huge changes in my life. And this was one of the big ones. What I'm using on my skin.
Yeah.
Right here.
And you feel it. You feel the difference. And, you know, I just think that it's something small that you can do and it makes a big difference in your life. Because I see it like a water bottle, right? So if you're putting chemicals and chemicals and chemicals and chemicals and then it fills up, like, and that's when it can overflow and cause a lot of issues within your body.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
Yeah.
Well, it's super luxurious, but it's not that expensive.
Yeah.
You know, when I think luxurious, I think over $100 or whatever. I mean, some of those creams out there are in the $250, $275, and you're like, oh my God, that's never gonna last. And you use just like the tiniest amount, you know. Or if your partner or boyfriend or girlfriend uses it, or and you see them just like dumping it, you're like, no,
don't do that.
But I feel like, you know, you can get your money's worth and it still feels super luxe. It's how much? Tell me again.
$58.
$58
for the jar, and then you get the little refill pods for $46.
What's the name of the brand?
Amazing. Look at that.
I can't.
Just
Let me see. It says.
Perfect. Well, I love you very much.
It began with an A.
We better get back to our kid, I guess.
That's right. And congratulations on today's launch. I love this, and I'm glad that you are doing all the heavy lifting and research on being certified organic. It's better for the planet. It's better for you. And Orlando just walked in.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Hi.
And thank you so much for letting me come on here and talk to all these people. Hi guys. If you're watching, we should take like a couple of questions, obviously.
Totally.
Hi everyone.
Hi Katie.
This is Miranda.
Hello.
All around the world.
Hi Miranda.
Anything you guys want to know about Cora? We'd love to answer some questions.
Oh,
I'm wearing little to no makeup. Like I said earlier, I just have like a tiny bit of highlighter under my eyes, and this is my glow is from the turmeric moisturizer, and I look like I've drank tons of water, which is kind of true, but this definitely helps. But if you have any questions, or we'll just say that we love you too.
Yeah, we do. Or someone said, hey, I tried the moisturizer day. It's amazing. Someone else said, what make you want to sing, Katie?
Me? Well, Miranda, I know you love to sing too.
Oh, I do love to sing. But mine's more of a hobby. Like, you're obviously very talented. Mine is just like an obsession with like,
I know, but we've done karaoke together, and you're a really beautiful singer.
Oh, thank you.
It's very sweet. Tell me about why did you try, what crystals did you use in the moisturizer? I would like to see how that's done.
Yeah, so we have a big vat where all the ingredients get mixed together in the process of like mixing the turmeric and licorice and the noni and the rosehip oil and all of those things. So it goes in, and then the crystals that we have, the rose quartz and the citrine with this particular product, go into the vat.
Really? Inside it?
Inside with all the products. So first of all, they have this process where they have to be outside and cleansed by the sun and the moon.
Yeah.
They come in and they go inside the big ingredient vat. And they're energized, you know, at the very end with these crystals, rose quartz and citrine for that particular product. But every single Cora product is energized with rose quartz. And then our like milky mushroom cleanser is energized with rose quartz and clear quartz.
Look at that. And noni.
And every single product contains noni, which is
noni.
A superfruit that I've been drinking since I was 13, thanks to my grandma.
No, I know. This is one of your staple ingredients. And does it come from Australia?
Well, it is grown in Australia now, but it's originally from Tahiti.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, you've been talking about it forever.
Yeah.
And it's a superfood?
Superfood, yeah. It has like over 100 vitamins and minerals, full of antioxidants, and it's quite pungent and a little bit, they call it the cheese fruit.
Oh, really?
So we had to work out a process to freeze dry it.
Hello,
so that
I'll show you.
The active ingredients is still there without the scent of the noni, because the noni itself is really stinky.
It's Miranda Kerr.
You know.
And Katy Perry.
It works. Yeah. And someone's asking, can I get it in Canada? So do you ship internationally?
Yes, we do. And in Canada, we're at Detox Market in Canada. And Sephora.
Awesome. That's great. And then someone just said, I usually use a different moisturizer at night than in the morning. And I used to do the same thing. And this is like morning and night. Like, yeah, I feel great.
Night.
Exactly.
Because it's rich enough to use at night, but at the same time, it gives you that glow in the day when you want it underneath your makeup, which I absolutely love.
Yeah. Well, I love you, and thank you so much for your time. And
thank you.
Good luck with the rest of your day.
Same to you. I think it's bath time now for the kiddos. Got to get in there. Wrangle my boys.
I know. They're getting so big.
Yes, they are.
All right. Well, everyone, this is what we were talking about. It's the Turmeric Glow Moisturizer.
Oh, it's backwards. That's why I couldn't read it.
You can get it on CoraOrganics.com, on Sephora. Yep, today, just out now.
Yay! Congratulations.
See you soon. Bye, honey.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Now, what I learned about Zoom is that it's not a mirror, which means what you're looking at is not like looking in a mirror. It's like what someone sees when they're looking at you. Like, so when you're looking at, it's like if you're actually in a room talking to people, because I don't know if I'm saying that right, because if I look at myself on this Zoom screen, it's like looking at myself sitting across from myself, where my right arm is my right arm, but in a mirror, my right arm would be on like my left arm. So like if I'm looking in a mirror, my right arm in the mirror looks like my left arm if someone else were like, does that make any sense? It's my right arm, but if I look at myself and say that looks like my left arm, if there were a person in the mirror. So like on Zoom, it's actually like you're looking at yourself, and like if I lift up my right arm, it's like the person across from you, like that's you, is lifting up their right arm, like, so it's not a mirror. Okay, so it's not backwards either. All right, now, hello. We were watching Miranda Kerr and Katy Perry because they came on Instagram Live, but I said I was going to show the Never Settle show premiere, and I have another call in 23 minutes, so let's do that. But let me go back to Haps and change the title back, because I said we were doing Katy Perry and Miranda Kerr, so I'm going to change the title back. Katy Perry and that was me. I hear an echo. Let me edit the title back to Never Settle Network. Never Settle Show Network on Facebook, or YouTube. All right, let's save the title. Let's see if I'm still featured. Yesterday, I had 160 people come into my broadcast, and I was never trending. Today, I had 3 people come in, and I was trending. Could someone explain that to me? All right, so right now, am I trending on the trending list? Let's see. Yes, I am. All right, let me go back to the Never Settle feed and turn it on and share it out. And where did it go? All right, and I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it to my public. I'm sharing it to my news feed, and I'm sharing it. Hello, we're starting it in 1 second. I'm sharing it to my Facebook page, my fan page, which is, I'll share it to my story too. It's a Never Settle Profitability Tips with Lamar Tyler. Shared to my story, and more options. Where's share to a page? More options, share to a page. My page on Facebook, Harbor Journal with a number 2. I believe, links to my Facebook page, Harbor Journal, and Harbor Journal without the number 2, I think, links to my personal Facebook page, where I have followers there too. All right, let's listen, and I'll move off and let you see the screen for who's talking for a minute. Wait, go back. It's still muted. I said, wait, please wait. Let me turn on. It must not. The sound was already on, so where's the sound in Facebook? Where's the button to turn on the sound in Facebook? Anyone? Why am I not seeing the sound? It was recorded live, but it premiered today, but it was not live today. But I can't turn the sound on. What am I doing wrong? Does anyone know? Let me make it full screen. Maybe then I can find the okay, Wolf, please move over. Thank you. There's the sound. It's hidden under somebody's message. All right.
It's Never Settled, presented by $49 million in revenue during a pandemic. Let's lock in. It's Never Settled, presented by
See his Emmy?
We give you the best advice to turn your passion into profit with the best
All
experts for the culture. I'm Mario Armstrong, entrepreneur, public speaker, 2-time Emmy winner, and I'm here with my friend Lamar Tyler. Lamar, what's up, man?
Hey, nothing much. Thanks for having me on.
Man, it's good to have you on the show, man. Look, you know you're one of my top go-to online business and marketing experts. He's a successful author, public speaker, online business advisor, and founder of the International Black Business Network, Traffic, Sales, and Profit. And get this, family, last year, his mastermind group collectively generated over $49 million in revenue during a pandemic. $49 million. All right, now today what we're going to do, though, is we're going to share our expertise on how to build online digital products. I got the master in the building with us, so we're going to jump right to our first segment, where the money resides. Lamar, what are your number 1 or number 2 product or business ideas that are hot right now in digital products?
You know, this one's been around for a while, but it's still more of a need there's ever been, right? Social media management. And I know a lot of you out there really don't realize how much you actually know about social, how much you know about leveraging different platforms from Instagram to Pinterest to Facebook, and even newer platforms like Clubhouse.
What is his name?
Right now, right? It's still feel like everybody knows about Clubhouse, but it's a whole world of these Android folks, right? That hasn't even gotten
Lamar Tyler.
So how do you position yourself now to be an expert on these different platforms, to be that perfect moderator, to be the person that can hold somebody's hand and say, this is how you leverage it, this is how you can monetize, this is how you can build audience from it. And like I said, busy entrepreneurs, what often happens, Mario, is that as they begin to grow, even if they are good at social themselves, at a certain point, they can no longer handle it because they have more important roles and things they need to do in the business. So I want everybody to consider, right, can I really launch, can I mold myself into a social media consultant, a social media, administrator, or a social media agency even, and be able to get that money that way?
So this brings up, I often talk about how social media can be a waste of time because we don't tie social media to the ROI. You're talking about social media management because we've been doing it ourselves. We build our business, we start to scale. Now we need to let that go and have somebody else. But how do you ensure that we're tying that in to a return on the investment, that it's actually generating money, not just something that's a maintenance buy where we're paying someone to maintain our social presence online?
Great question. Like you said, so if I'm the entrepreneur, what I'm looking at is when I invest in this person that's going to manage for me, like what is the actual return and what am I looking to get back from them? I think too many times, this is a great question. I think too many times people just hire people and they running my social, I'm good. But running social in and of itself does nothing, right? Are they getting me more followers? Are those people converting and getting a call to action, join my actual email list? Now I can make money off of that email list. Are they moving people from social to my list? Are they moving them into my different promotions and things that I'm doing? So it should be some clear indicators, right, and some KPIs, key performance indicators. Did that person come back with?
That's what KPI is.
This is how much the group has grown. This is how much engagement has grown. This is how many people we converted to your list. This is how many people we got to actually purchase your product or service or to land on that page for your webinar or whatever it is you may be doing, so that you know, hey, I'm investing in this person, but I'm seeing the actual return on that investment month after month after month.
I love this because what you're talking about is not only a lot of times when we talk about social media as it relates to running our digital products, we get into this creative space and we talk about creativity and content and creation and how to like ride a trend and all, but it's the analytics that actually matter that are matched to some type of return on that investment. And as social media managers, if you can find out how your position actually enables the business to grow, you become more valuable in the organization. My quick little hot product that go ahead.
One more quick thing you just reminded me about something. I think a lot of times too, people look and they say, well, what do I know compared to a Mario Armstrong, right? I see him on these platforms, he's huge and got all these people, and he hobnobbing with the highest of society out here in these entrepreneurial streets. But what you don't realize is stop comparing yourself to the biggest influencers on these networks and compare yourself to the person that got the dog kennel down the street, the person with the HVAC business, the person with, like that brick and mortar in your local town on Main Street. Right. Because even though you may not have all the connection, know as much as, these people you're looking at with millions of followers, 100,000 of fans, oftentimes you know a lot more than the average business owner, where every day what they're trying to do is just be in the business. Every day they're trying to bake the cakes, make the pies, and to them, social media is a nuisance, but for you, it can be an actual revenue model.
Yeah, love that. And, when I think about the power of social, one of the things that I've seen as a hot digital product in this space right now is creating your own profitable courses. Yeah. I think a lot of people are maybe missing out on the fact, because you talk about like when we compare ourselves to others, we don't think that we have value. A lot of people have value within themselves to create a course. You have a skill, you have an expertise, you have something that you've learned that you can teach to others, and you may not know that you could be turning that into a profitable digital course. So I would say look at places like teachable.com or go over to kajabi.com. And there's only a few steps to really get you thinking and get you moving. But I would say really hone in on what's something I could teach somebody that they would pay for. And then I'd turn that into a digital course. And that would be one of my digital products that I put out there. All right, man, we're going to jump to the next segment. The next segment is all about marketing, which I know you love. What are one or two specific tactics or strategies that you advise, or maybe you've seen work for marketing digital products effectively?
Over the years, and we still do this, right? We've sold a lot of digital products and courses through webinars, right? So we will host online trainings. And the reason they work so well, Mario, even now, right? People say webinars been around for a long time. They've been around for a long time. They make people a lot of money. But the thing I love about a webinar is I can tell a story, right? Like all selling is storytelling, right? The best selling is storytelling. I want everybody to remember that. But I can tell a story. I can talk about the highs and lows. I can talk about how we overcame something. I can make it relatable so that the people on the other side of the screen are relating with me. They're nodding their head. And we got a head nod factor, I call it. Then I can talk about the pain points and different issues that they face. And at the end of that, I can present my course as the actual answer to the challenges and problems that they encountered that we've talked about for the last 45 minutes. Right. So literally, like in the arc of that entire webinar, it gives me a chance to connect, to press the pain points, and to offer a solution in a way that I just can't do with just typing something out or just posting something real quick or just saying something, in exchange or in passing. It allows me to go deep, and I love it, and they've worked effectively well for us over the years.
I think that's such a great key point, because a lot of people think it goes right to advertising. You think, oh, let me make an ad. Let me try to convince you in 30 seconds or 15 seconds that you should click a link to pay for something that I'm offering or that I'm selling. And what I'm hearing from you is educate them on what it is you're offering, give them some value by having a lecture, a webinar, a thing that people come to for free, by the way. And then in that whole moment, at 40 minutes, you're teaching, you're selling, but you're giving them some value. You're giving away some stuff, right? You're not like just promote. You're actually giving some teachable lessons in that webinar. But now they've become more understanding and more educated on why they should consider a purchase from you, versus what I think a lot of people do is they go right to, how do I make an ad, or how do I post a post on my social about this new thing that I'm launching, thinking that people are just going to automatically want to buy from you.
That's it. That's totally it.
Yeah, I love the webinar strategy, man. It works for a lot of people. All right, man, let's go into one of my favorite segments, and it's called Shoot Your Shot. This is where you share a short story or a specific personal or business challenge that you overcame and how you did it. What's yours?
Yeah, so one of my favorite stories, I met a guy online, right, Jermaine Griggs, who's younger than me, but Jermaine he's an OG in these internet streets. So I met him, and we met, online, but in a conference. We were there for the first time together. You know, the first time you see somebody from online, it's like, hey, what's up? We go to Damp Up right in the hallway, and Jermaine has a buddy with him. He says, hey, this is Lamar Tyler and his wife have an amazing community, doing amazing stuff. They got a Facebook page over 100,000 people on it. And he looked at me and he said, Lamar, I know y'all must make at least $1 for each one of those people. And at the time, right, I don't remember what I said, but I know what I didn't say, and that was yes, right? Because we clearly did not, at the time, make $100,000 in the business, right? This is early on. But what it really made me think about was the fact that it was more important to be profitable versus being popular. And I think we were talking about social media earlier, right? It's easy to say, hey, you know what? I got, 10,000 people following me here. I got 5,000 here. Maybe I got 100,000 or millions there. But if you can't convert those followers and those fans into actual dollars into your bank account, none of it matters. So I learned a valuable lesson that day. And since then, I've been telling, people in my community, I've been telling my clients that, we build those communities for you, but that's just the first step. Once we build them there, we have to convert them from leads into actual customers that we can then nurture then along the path.
I love this idea of profitability over popularity. It reminds me of another thing of people looking for the prize, or they reward the prize over the process. I talk about that often, and it's because the process is so important. And I know that you're a process person. You believe in profitability equals systems, finding redundancy, automation, all of those things. What are some of the things that you think people might miss? I may have just alluded to them. So on how to make sure that they are thinking more profitably about their business and opportunities.
I'm gonna give you another one, because all those were on. That's probably what I would have said, but I'm gonna give you another one in addition to that. I want everyone that's listening or watching, right, to focus more on the customers that you already have than you currently are. Because a lot of times what we do is we get new people and we say it's great, and I need more new people. So as you're going out to get new people, that's cool, but I want you to also focus on the people I already have. How can I, when they come into me, how can I increase the AOV, that's average order value, the amount that they spend on average? Can I do it with upsells, cross-sells, downsells? I want you also to think, how can I increase the customer lifetime value? That's the amount of money they'll spend with me over their lifetime of being engaged through my business. So it's not just about the first purchase. I always say people can double their business in more than one way. They think if I got 1,000 customers, I got to get to 2,000. The other way to double your business is to say, hey, I got 1,000 customers. They all spend $100 with me. If I get them to spend $200 with me this year instead of 100, I literally can double the amount of revenue and increase the amount of profit I have, because once I pay for those people once through advertising or whatever it may be, once they're on my list, I don't have to keep paying for those folks. So the more I get them to come back and shop and buy, the more profitable I become and the more money I get to retain.
Woo! That's a straight bar. Like, I just want that to simmer. Put that on the oven, let it simmer for a minute. Grab the skillet, flip that joint for a second, grab the spatula and flip it. Because seriously, so many of us are conditioned to go after more and more customers because we have been told or conditioned that equals growth, not understanding that growth can come from the base that you already have. And so I love the fact that you're talking about upselling. Maybe they can buy an upgrade of a product that you have. Maybe they now go up a level. Maybe there's a different product that you're cross-selling. You're selling a different product that they didn't buy before. Maybe they're buying more of the original product that they were buying before. I love the fact that you're talking about retention over recruitment. We spend a lot of money on recruitment and really just dismiss the power of retention. That's a biggie, man, that I wanted to underscore. Thank you for that. All right, man, now we're going to get into our last segment of the show. We call it Rapid Fire, where I just ask you some random questions to find out who the heck is Lamar. What's his personality type like? What's this dude into? All right, so we're going to go into it. I'm going to start first with Michael Jackson or Prince?
Prince.
Prince. I'm going to go with Prince right there. Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
I remember putting Purple Rain in the VCR. VHS,
Or Michael
Purple
Jackson.
Rain on VHS cassette tape, Mario. I've been in these streets for a while.
I ain't that old, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I downloaded it. I had to catch up. I didn't even know what it was. All right, what was your first job?
I was a host / dishwasher. I did both. I had 2 gigs in one at Denny's restaurant. And all of my friends, I got paid. All my friends worked at McDonald's in the next building over, but they got paid maybe 50 cents less than me. So I was balling compared to them. I looked down on it. As I rolled past, I looked down on them and said, how did y'all work for those fees? And went to Denny's, right, and made 50 cents more per hour. But I enjoyed it.
One of my homeboys, Corey, man, one of my frat brothers, he loved, man, we would go there at 2 o'clock in the morning. He would order Moons Over Miami.
Hey, it's a classic.
You remember that one? Moons Over Miami, man. Come on. All right, what's your favorite app right now?
My favorite app, I'm going to tell you, one I'm enjoying is InShot. So InShot allows me to take videos or pictures. And the main thing, it'll do a bunch of stuff. The main thing I do, I can resize them for different formats. So if I want to make it an Insta story on Instagram, I can resize it for that. I can make it square. I can do whatever.
Video
I can
editor?
add text. I can add music. I can add, overlays and everything. So InShot is the app, and I love it.
Yo, you are like the third person. If y'all haven't downloaded InShot by now,
Never heard of it.
Who is the brains behind E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher? She was on the show. Afnaz, she was on the show talking about InShot. She's killing it in Instagram Reels and taught us how to level up our Reels. Like, everybody's on this InShot flow. Hey, Lamar, thank you so much, man. Big congratulations to what you're doing with the business network, developing, those companies and helping people really
You want to see
build
Mario's
themselves.
Emmys?
Tell them the Facebook page that people can join for free. There is a mastermind group that he also has that you can invest in. It's a great investment for you and your company and mentorship. But tell them how they can get started by joining your Facebook group.
Yeah, we got a Facebook group, y'all, called Traffic, Sales, and Profit with Lamar Tyler. Tons of free resources. Got a free traffic challenge coming up to show you guys how to get more traffic. We do sales challenges in the group. And also, just visit the website, trafficsalesandprofit.com. You got links to the Facebook group, links to a free paperback copy of my book, right? You just pay shipping and handling. I'll give you the book for free. Resources, trainings, everything you need is on that website.
All right, man, I appreciate you being here. I want to give a special thanks to ePost for sponsoring today's episode. Thank you so much. Look, man, most of us have shifted to remote working, and it's been challenging to be productive and focused. And I don't know about you, Lamar, but those background noises like the dog barking or that typing on the keyboard are distracting. So I've been using ePost ADAP 660 headphones for all my calls and my video calls. They got active noise canceling, reducing all those background noises. And they have ePost AI technology, which optimizes my voice so I can work from anywhere. They sound great, super reliable with 30 hours of battery life. So go support them because they supported the show at epostaudio.com. Lamar, again, man, it's been a pleasure. Good to see you, my friend. Keep doing the good work. And we'll see you soon back here on Never Settle.
Thank you, man. I appreciate being here.
All right, y'all. Remember, dreams don't have an expiration date. Never settle. Peace. Hey, thanks for sticking around all the way to the credits. I really appreciate you being here. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit me with a like. But more importantly, comment. I want to read your comments and react to that. Subscribe and share this out. It really means a lot to us when you do that. Also, if you're looking for any free worksheets or any of our free stuff and our tools, go to neversettleshow.online. And if you're looking for merch or our courses or any of our digital products, go to neversettle.store.
Okay, thank you for watching. Wait, what? It started playing the first 100 days of Biden. Say goodbye, Woof Woof. Goodbye. That was me. Woof Woof doesn't sound like that. All right. Bye. Yes, I know that my face looks red from the mask for sleep apnea. I need to find the medicine to put on it.